I was so scared that I didn't think about how people looked at me in the street and forgot.
Oh my goodness. This woman threw up at the sight of her. No moi, it's Joinen, and welcome to Feels and Thrills, or as I like to call it, Feels and Thrills, or Fills and Thrills. I don't know. I feel like they wanted it to rhyme, but it just doesn't really rhyme. Today we're going to be watching I Lost My Face, presumably an animated story about a woman who lost her face. I don't know. I'm ready for all of the feels and all of the thrills. Let's get Philly and let's get thrilly.
Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm 20 years old. Do you have a goal in life? Are you willing to take a big risk to achieve it? Are you prepared to deal with the consequences if your bet doesn't play?
Why? What? I don't know. I don't know. Why are you asking me so many questions? I came here to chill. I came here to chill with some feels and thrills. I just want to know about you losing your face, okay? I don't want to be pestered for all my deep thoughts about life.
Watch the video to the end and find out how I literally lost my face in the pursuit of the role of my dreams.
Wait, what? Is this like a gambling movie? We're hitting up the Mississippi Grunt. We're getting on the slots. She lost her face pursuing the role of her dreams. What's the connection here? How do you lose your face through gambling? She gambled her face away. She ran out of money. And so she was like, look, I've got this one thing left. We're up to 33 Celsius, for anyone wondering. 91.4 Fahrenheit. We're in the 90s. It is hot. My poor little mullet needs the breeze. It's 40 degrees here. Well, here's the crazy thing. It's only like 24 degrees outside, which is like 75. It's like 75 Fahrenheit outside. But just the way the sun works in this apartment, it just heats up the rooms. You can't open windows. Everyone says open windows, but I can't because it's really loud. Joinen, why you live in a greenhouse? Yeah, I literally live in a greenhouse.
Once I came across an announcement of casting. They were looking for actresses for a video about social adaptation. A supporting role, but everybody starts somewhere.
What is social adaptation? A supporting role, but everyone starts somewhere. Sure. Social adaptation. Yeah, some people just start off with like The Hunger Games or something. But some people start off with a supporting role about social adaptation. The adjustment of individual and group behavior to conform with prevailing system of norms and values in a given society, class, or social group. Social adaptation occurs in the process of socialization and also with the aid of mechanisms of social control, which include social pressure and state regulation. I have no clear understanding of what she's applying for.
I was determined. Even though I saw the ad at the last moment. After all, there was only one requirement. By selection day, everyone had to be tan as if they were born and raised in Miami.
Miami Beach! Here we come! Getting that sweet Miami tan. You gotta be born and raised, son.
To a tanning salon. I was pale and I didn't like beaches. I should have fixed it in record.
Oh. Wait, no, it's all clicking together now. It's all clicking together. When she said she was in pursuit of a role, it wasn't because they literally just showed her playing roulette. It was an acting role. And now she's gonna lose her face because of the tanning stuff.
It was a matter of hours, not even days. There was a high probability that after a single session, the tan would not show much, and to strengthen it, I had to take additional measures. I bought a sunscreen with formic acid and smeared almost the entire tube.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're getting a little bit into the nitty-gritty here of the technicalities of tanning.
Instructors strongly recommended to undergo several sessions for a uniform and gradual tan, but that was out of the question. The casting was still a few hours away. Then I was convinced that with light and sensitive skin, to achieve a strong tan at a time could be simply dangerous. I was a little scared, to be honest.
What? The pacing of what she says is so bizarre. Like, I feel like I haven't caught up with what she's actually talking about by the time she's moved on to her next sentence.
Because my skin was really very sensitive, and I burnt instantly in the sun. My hands were already starting to peel off from the dryer. But I was not going to back down. The dream was higher than all these circumstances, so I had to look haughty. I was an actress.
What? I'm actually just kind of confused what she's even saying at this point, but something about she already tried natural tanning, but now she's here, her hands are peeling, so she's getting fake tan because she needs to look haughty. She's an actress. She needs to look haughty. I feel like it's like how someone from like New York would say hottie. Hottie! Hey, how you doing? Hottie. She was a bit of a hottie. No, it's not. It's fine. It is. It is. Oh, hottie. Hottie. Want to get some coffee? What about, no, you don't drink coffee? What about some water?
After all, and say that I knew better what my skin type was and what to do with it. They believed me, but the argument took up a lot of time, which was not enough. Have you ever felt that every breath...
Someone's like, no, boo, Joinen, no. Next person, your accent's surprisingly good. She knew better. I think the sentences are like a little bit off, so they're kind of hard to follow. I think what she's saying is that she went tanning in under the real sun. She burnt, she's peeling, and supposedly you're not then supposed to go and get a fake tan straight after that. But she said that she knows her skin best, and they're like, okay. And now she's going in for the fake tan.
Brings you closer to being late? I went to the casting straight from the tanning salon, glancing at my watch every now and then. Of course, the taxi was stuck in a terrible traffic jam, just when I needed to hurry.
Was she sitting? Oh, I thought she was sitting in the middle seat for a second.
If it wasn't enough, it was too hot. If I hadn't been in such a hurry, I could have been grilled without...
It was too hot! It was too hot! It was too hot! Sorry, it was too hotty. It was too hotty after the coffee.
Tanning salon. There was nothing to breathe, especially in the car. And then, either from dryness or from nerves, my whole body began to itch terribly. At first, I thought that the sunscreen with formic acid gave such a reaction, and I just needed to endure the itch, but it only got worse. In the end, I couldn't stand it and scratched my face.
Just scratch it off. Just scratch your face off. Who needs it anyway? You're an actor. You know, they can fix it in post.
Suddenly, I felt something strange under my nails. I looked closely and realized that it was my skin. The skin was in huge chunks under the nails. At the same time, there were dark stains on my hand. I took out a mirror and almost turned gray with horror. I looked like a Dalmatian. So much for cast.
A Dalmatian? Why would you be looking like a Dalmatian? Wait, you got a fake tan and now you're bleeding.
Who will need me with such a face? Thank God I had my makeup bag with me. I feverishly covered the white spots on my face with tonic, but the traffic jam still did not move.
Tonic?
Then my friend Kate called from the casting and
well, you look great, and that's what counts. You're definitely ready for the role.
Said that everything was about to start and I needed to hurry. A feeling of despair covered my head. I had no choice but to get out of the taxi with a skinned cheek, rent a bicycle, and rush as fast as possible to the production set.
What's her accent, by the way? Like, her accent sounds similar to, what's her name? You know that YouTuber that does all the, like, reaction videos?
I managed to arrive, but the casting was already over and everyone was going home. Suddenly, a director came up to me and asked what was wrong with my face.
Director came up to you and he was like, jeez, what'd you do to your face? What's wrong with you? Aziland? I think that's the one. I feel like they have the same accent.
Train your dog to turn your light off with a laser pointer. People in the 1950s used to think that in the future we'd use laser technology to fight aliens. And here we are in 2020 using it to bother our pets.
It's hard to tell in that video, but I feel like they've got the same accent.
I explained through tears and asked them to give me one chance. I didn't suffer for nothing. And he started laughing. All the supporting roles were already...
See, like, they're like speaking in like an American accent, but it's American as if they've already had another accent and now they're speaking in an American accent because she says laughing. And then they started laughing, which is, you know, how I would say laughing.
Suggested that I try out for the lead role. Like, I had skin problems now, and according to the script, the heroine had such troubles with her face that she wore a cardboard mask.
Oh, dang. That's brutal. Well, you know what? You could apply for it. There's this one role that we have. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's a lead role. Yeah. And she wears a cardboard mask because her face is so messed up. You're perfect. Whatever you've been doing, keep doing it. Okay.
I had never heard such a rude joke in my life. In the evening, Kate called. She didn't pass the casting either, but my condition was worse. I burst into tears and told her everything. How my skin peeled off, how my face hurt, that I didn't know when I would find a new role.
She should take it. If she's gonna be an actor, I feel like you can't be an actor and be too if you're trying to get into the industry. You know what I mean? Early role, she is being offered the lead role.
And that the director also made fun of me. My friend listened to me and told me not to fool around, but
Well, he didn't make fun of me. He just said you've got a messed up face. And like, let's be honest. You got a messed up face.
unlike me, she managed to read the script. The director told me the truth. She recounted everything she had learned about the main character.
I see. She thought it was a joke. She thought the director was joking. She didn't realize that the main character actually did have a messed up face. She thought he was just making fun of her. That makes sense.
I was afraid that I might also have a serious illness. What if I become disabled? What if it never goes away and I'm no longer an actress? After saying goodbye to my friend, I dragged myself to the bathroom to clean up. A mangy monster stared back at me from the mirror.
A mangy monster. A mangy monster stared back at her. I'm a little bit confused because if she was going to apply for this role of like someone with a messed up face, what kind of director is like, oh yeah, let's get someone who's like actually got a current skin condition. They're bleeding from their face at the moment. Let's not get someone who actually is healthy. Let's get someone with the real deal. She should go to the hospital. She should go to the hospital and get her face fixed up. Surely they're doing this stuff with makeup.
He didn't have a face, only colored streaks, scraps of skin, and bloody scratches.
Ew.
It itched very much.
The description sounded so much worse than the photo.
It was much worse than in the morning and so fast. I was no longer upset. I was terrified. Screw casting. I hurried to the doctor.
Yeah, you don't... You can't go thinking about your role in this moment. You gotta go get your face sorted.
I was so scared that I didn't think about how people looked at me in the street and forgot.
Oh my goodness. This woman threw up at the sight of her. There's some fun editing for the editor to do. Stop making more work. Oh no, he's here. Editors in the chat. Hey, this is the stuff that makes the videos gold. People want to see the rainbow spew come out of my mouth.
The doctor calmed me down. There was no accident, but I literally burned my skin and had to be treated for a very long time. I was given a long list of recipes and forbidden to touch my face. It still burned, and
What are you doing? Doctor's like, look, here's some stuff, and if you're gonna do anything, do it. The one thing you should never do is touch your face. She's like, oh no, not touching my face. What
after
did he say?
applying the ointment,
Oh, and then
it
with the
got
other
even
hand.
worse. I was going to go mad before this went away. Trying to distract myself, I pulled out cardboard and paint. Art heals the soul, right? I wondered what I would do about it and remembered the director's words. I cut out the mask, laughing hysterically. Kate, in response to a selfie sent, advised...
What? Why did she make a Shrek mask? She put the Shrek mask on and like, her face looks better than it did before, am I right? I'm sorry. Shreksy. Yeah, she's looking pretty Shreksy.
me to go to the next casting. It was a joke, of course, but then I wondered if I wanted to go at all. On one hand, it was a chance to get the main role. On the other hand, I myself was disgusted to look in the mirror, and here on the camera, I would burn with shame.
What? Did she go to the audition wearing a Shrek mask?
Shrek is sexy.
Shreksy! The Shreksy man! I'm a Shreksy man!
Photos of people with skin diseases. To say that I was shocked was to say nothing. If I was in so much pain that I could barely distract myself, how did they feel? They always lived like this. I was afraid people would point fingers at me, but I would forget it in a month, and they lived with it.
Yeah! You know, there are people got it much worse than you, alright? Yeah, and stop touching your face, okay?
Someone from childhood. Or how did they go to school? Children can be so mean.
It's true. I stream every weekday on Twitch. I'm telling you right now, children can be very mean. I babysit 300 to 400 kids every day. Can vouch. I'm an adult. Sure. You're no kid, you're 35. All right. A fully fledged adult. Yeah, right. So I'm messing with you guys. I'm messing with you.
To be in this video. Such stories needed to be told, and since I had been called, I would try to participate in it. I actually came to the casting in a cardboard mask. People did.
I feel like there's a bit of a mismatch. Sometimes I feel like the animators for these stories just go off on their own and they're like, they don't care. They're like, okay, cardboard mask, let's make it Shrek. It like doesn't have anything to do with the actual story, and it's sort of distracting because you're trying to wonder what the relation is between what, like the Shrek mask and the rest of the story, but there is none. It's just the animators taking creative liberties. What's she like applying for?
Look at me and laugh, but not because I was a freak. It was much easier that way. Maybe the heroine of the film felt the same way and wore this.
Oh, she's applying for the actual movie. She hasn't applied for the movie yet. She's decided to actually go and apply for it now. I see.
Stupid mask to control the situation. Of course, the mask had to be removed during the tests. The director was in shock. Yesterday, everything was not so bad. I gave it my all and got the part. I really wanted to think that not.
Oh, you see how she like phrases her sentence like I gave it my all and got the part, and it was like, whoa, hold on, that was like the climax of the movie. Like everything had been leading up to this moment. Side note, have you noticed this? 13 plus, because usually you can have your profile picture in the bottom right, but you can change it, and so they've changed it to be 13 plus. So I guess they're trying to like tell everyone, or I guess they're trying to tell Copper that their videos aren't for kids. Kind of smart, I guess.
Only because of the face, but also because of the effort. I was quite happy with myself. And then I heard the director joking with the makeup artists about the fact that they didn't need to do the Dalmatian makeup. Less work for everyone.
Still don't understand why she keeps using the descriptive word Dalmatian. But like, again, I don't know if this is so much making fun. It's kind of just the truth, right? You keep taking like whatever he's saying as a joke, but a lot of the time it's just true. He's saying, oh, we just got this lady on board to be the main actor and she's got a messed up face and we didn't even have to do the makeup. I mean, it's kind of the truth. Director's spitting facts. Yeah.
I decided to go to the boiler to drink water and calm down a little. I tried to think of my heroine. She lived with such humorists all her life.
Such humorists. Like the people trying to the people making fun of it.
I could do that too. At the boiler, I ran into a girl in a wide-brimmed hat. I hit that hat, and it slid to the side, revealing my face.
Hit that hat. The way some of these sentences come out. I ran into a girl with a wide-brimmed hat. Hit that hat.
What I saw looked like a mirror. Not the face itself, but its condition. In fact, her skin was much worse than mine, and I didn't really want to look at it anymore. But she couldn't look away. Was it makeup or something? In fact, it was Lucy, the real prototype of the story.
The prototype of the story. Lucy. I guess the one the story was based on.
She agreed to participate in the shooting to make sure that her illness was described correctly. She had already been told about me and my successful problem, and she wanted to get acquainted. I just nodded back, still staring like a fool. Fortunately, she didn't take offense. We talked for a long time, and Lucy was very...
Yeah, she didn't take offense. She's like, dude, like, what's your deal? You got a messed up face too, all right? Why are you staring?
And suddenly, she said that it was harder for me now. She was used to being herself, but I was afraid of both her...
Are we just ignoring this? There's like this whole story going on, and the animated characters are just like, whoop! We don't really care anymore. We got our own thing going on.
I had a lot to think about. I walked home with a mask, and people watched me go. As I passed the shop windows, I noticed a wide-brimmed hat on the mannequin, almost identical to Lucy's. And of course, I bought it, not to get into the role, but to take an example from her. The shooting was successful, and I learned to ignore the director's tactlessness.
Wait, I don't understand the hat bit. I don't really get the hat bit.
My skin had healed just in time for the video release, and I was watching it, already getting used to my healthy face again, and I saw not myself on the screen, but Lucy. I still continue to wear a hat. I feel more confident. And it also saves my skin from the sun after that experiment. Did you like my story? Then put likes and subscribe to the channel.
Then put likes and subscribe to the channel. Wait, so it was clickbait? Wait, no, I mean, she lost her face temporarily. She lost her beautiful, pretty face for a little while, and she got the role of her dreams. She was the leading protagonist, the heroine even, and she made good friends with the prototype. Today, we're not gonna go through all of the comments. We're just gonna go with the one that matters. Andrews J.N. says, respect at least your sister and mother. Thank you, Andrews. Put likes and put lemon carton merch on, which you can buy in the description below. It's got a cute little lemon carton on it. And come and follow me over on twitch.tv/Joinen, but on Twitch, where we film these videos live every weekday. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for watching my video, but now that it's done, please watch another one.